Today on BTV News Channel 3, flu season is here and it has hit the Benjamin community hard. Find out what you can do to help prevent from being a victim.
Plus, cameras were rolling for the 24th annual Benjamin School Variety Show. We will show you how performers prepared and also recap the night of movie magic.
And in BTV Sports, we will stop into the Healy Athletic Center as several Division I lacrosse coaches dropped by Benjamin to help student athletes prepare for the next level.
Hello everyone and welcome to BTV News. I'm Kenzie Mativia.
And I'm Alexa Tiano. You give us 15 minutes and we'll give you the latest news that affects you and the Benjamin School.
Plenty to bring you today, including a look at Black History Month. But first, our top story. Flu season is here and it has become one of the biggest to hit our country in a long time. According to the Center for Disease Control, over 13 million flu illnesses have been reported, resulting in 120,000 hospitalizations and 6,600 deaths. The Benjamin School has seen its share of illnesses, with both students and faculty affected. BTV reporter Cade Odom gives us some tips on how you can fight back against the flu.
We're less than a month into 2020, yet so many students and faculty have fallen ill to the flu. Mr. Carr gives advice on how to prepare for this upcoming flu season.
If you're sick, if you're out for more than a usual number of days, be sure that your teachers know, which they will. They'll know from attendance, but also just have a chat with them and say, listen, I've been flattened by this bug. This is a tough flu.
During winter break, there are a few students that had the flu. They tell us what it was like making up their midterms.
Well, I had to take my midterms after winter break, which really ended up screwing over my test scores because over winter break, especially being sick the week before, gave me 3 weeks of no school.
Yeah, so being sick over midterms wasn't really fun because I had to study over a break, and it doesn't really affect me now, but I got that done. So.
The Benjamin community gives advice on how to prevent further sicknesses spreading throughout the school.
Wash your hands. That's just what we used to call up in Maine, the Dracula sneeze into your sleeve is always key, just to avoid that. And but I think seriously, just keeping your hands clean is the best way to avoid this. And in some cases, it might find you. It found me in December, and it's no fun.
For people who are currently sick, try to keep up with your homework and just feel better.
Stay healthy.
If you're feeling sick at all, remember to not come to school to prevent others from being sick. And remember to always wash your hands and use hand sanitizer regularly. Reporting for BTV News Channel 3, I'm Cade Odom.
Thank you, Cade, and remember, wash your hands frequently to help stop the spread of germs. Well, there was no stopping the spread of excitement as the 24th annual Benjamin School Variety Show hit the stage in Benjamin Hall. Students, faculty, and parents from both campuses all took part in this year's theme, Movie Magic. BTV's Alexis Tadros was there for the big day and brings us all the sights and sounds.
As the variety show prepares for the upcoming show, both lower school and upper school students and teachers come together to showcase their talents.
The variety show is basically a bunch of students that Salazar chooses to come out and practice to do skits, like musical numbers or dancing, and they just perform what you want to in front of everyone.
Students have been preparing for this show for months.
We've been practicing a lot recently for the variety show because it's coming up and it's getting a lot more stressful because it's so quick and it's upcoming. But I feel like me myself, I had to practice a lot of solo singing and work like that and lines and everyone just kind of working together and connecting every number together. So it's just a lot of work, especially for Ms. Salazar.
Not only were students allowed to participate, but faculty and parents were also involved.
Students and teachers and alumni and parents and kids and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. It's going to be fun. It's called Movie Magic. It's all about the movies and it's just really, really cool.
I participating in the variety show this year for the first time, and I have to say it wasn't that easy because I do have a fear of being on stage and talking in front of a lot of people, so it was me getting outside of my comfort zone. I went to the practices and did not think about the show until the week before and then started panicking. Both times when the curtains opened, my knees were shaking, but I powered through. I'm very happy I did it because it was a very, very just positive experience. I had a lot of fun, met a lot of great people, and I saw how hard all you kids work.
The variety show was a great show with many unique performances.
I hope everybody loved the variety show. It was so much fun. We just had such a great turnout and wonderful people that came and supported us. It was amazing. I think this was one of the best variety shows that we've had in terms of the entire production. Everything just worked together. Rehearsals went great. The students did a fantastic job. So thanks everyone for coming.
The variety show was a great success. Thank you to all that participated in it, and thank you to all that came out and supported them. Reporting for BTV News Channel 3, I am Alexis Tadros.
Thank you, Alexis, and congratulations to all the performers who helped make it another successful variety show. Well, every February, our nation takes a time to recognize Black History Month, a chance to reflect on those who pioneered the charge for equality, and to celebrate how far we've come, but recognize how far we still have to go. BTV's Ryan Collins has more.
We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to...
February is Black History Month, where we celebrate the past achievements of African Americans and their importance. The Diversity Council is working on ways to promote this month of reflection.
Trying to do a lot like we did with Hispanic Heritage Month in terms of promoting similar to key figures in Black history to recognize the contributions that African Americans have made in the country.
Students share their thoughts on what Black History Month means to them.
Remember how far we've come as people and as a country, and we recognize that there's more work to do.
It's important for us to celebrate Black History Month to remember why our grandparents and the ones who came before us went through, and just, appreciate everything they've done for us.
I think this assembly is really important because it sheds a light on exactly what the director had mentioned, the fact that just like the gated communities out there after Trayvon Martin's shooting, and that it would just shed a light on just how communities are gated and walled off.
Thank you, Ryan. That is going to take us to a timeout. We are going to step aside for a short break, but plenty more ahead when BTV continues. We will peek in on a college sports recruitment seminar, which made a stop at Benjamin, helping athletes in their quest to play at the next level. BTV Sports coming up in a minute.
Ball.
Rashawn, bro, you're not yourself when you're hungry, bro. Better?
Better. Eat a Snickers.
Hey, this is Abby Wambach, Olympic gold medalist and World Cup champion.
Mr. Woods, can you believe this? Abby Wambach has saved the USA's life in this World Cup.
BTV Sports is up next.
Hello everyone, welcome to BTV Sports. I'm Alexis Tadros, bringing you everything that is Benjamin Athletics. Getting into college is everyone's goal in high school, and it's a tough one to accomplish. Getting into college to play a sport may be even more challenging. That is why the Benjamin Lacrosse program brought in 4 college coaches to talk with student athletes about the recruitment process. BTV's Alexa Tiano was there and has more.
The Brown, Princeton, Harvard, and Tufts lacrosse coaches all came to the school telling parents and players about the recruitment process and what being a student athlete is all about.
Talked about the
academic standards of getting in those schools. They talked about how their admissions offices work when it comes to student athletes. They talked about what student athletes should be doing in high school in terms of their academic curriculum, in terms of their physical fitness, in terms of their sport.
It showed me what each school and each conference is looking for in players and academic requirements.
Coach Smith informs us about how this seminar was created and the hands that played a role in it.
It was actually our lacrosse coaches, Peter Cordray and Darren Lowe, came up with the idea. They're pretty well connected, so they figured if they're going to be in town, they would try to put something together where they could talk about recruiting and just give a lot of information to not just the Benjamin families, but other families throughout the area.
Coming into this, there were hopes that players would gain key information that they could use for the future.
I was hoping to learn more about what you need to do to get recruited and basically what it needs to take.
It's great. I mean, these are the guys that are in the trenches. These are the ones that are actually recruiting student athletes. So, obviously we as an athletic department, the college counseling office, our coaches are well versed in the recruiting process. But anytime you can bring somebody in that's actually in the trenches, that coaches at the college level, to bring it to reality and kind of reemphasize some of the things we're saying, but also add value to what we're saying, I think it's just a huge, huge benefit to us to be able to have them here.
We hope this seminar helped all lacrosse players going through the process of recruitment and gave them insight from some experienced D1 coaches. This has been Alexa Tiano reporting for BTV News Channel 3.
Thank you, Alexa. Some good information for athletes hoping to play at the next level. That is our look at BTV Sports. Back over to you, Alexa and Kenzie.
Thank you, Alexis. That is going to wrap up our first show of 2020. As always, thank you for joining us. We will see you back here in a few weeks.
For Alexa Tiano, Alexis Tadros, and the entire BTV News team, I'm Kenzie Matevia. See you soon, Benjamin.